Hi everybody, Luke here, and I'm joined by...
And hello everyone.
And as you can see, we're giving videos a go. We literally just made this set in the middle of the office. You might get people walking by because we've literally told nobody, but we wanted just to test this setup out because we're excited to get more involved with video production. And I thought, what better way than just to throw a team member of mine in the deep end. We've already got one person passing through. We won't get you on camera, don't worry. We won't even say your name. Just sneak on by. You didn't exist in this room at all. So you're probably wondering, first of all, who are we?
I'm Ant. I'm a marketing executive with a design background, and now Luke is throwing me into video, so I can say that I'm a videographer part-time now.
Ant's incredibly talented, by the way. She was responsible for putting lots of this lighting up and making everything look pretty and putting plants in places. I'm Luke, the marketing manager. I've been a marketing manager for like around 10 years, and we specialize in lots of different things, but just to simplify it, really like Google Ads and paid social media, and we spend a lot of time working with clients on search engine optimization and kind of fitting, but of course it's the buzzword, artificial intelligence as well. And we thought we would delve into another passion which we both have, which is photography and videography as well. This is just a test video though, and I have no idea yet how either Ant or myself is going to edit this. But if you're watching this, then we deemed it good enough to potentially upload. But I thought what would be really interesting as just a test video is to talk to Ant specifically about public speaking. It's something that we discuss quite a lot. I was mentioning to you, Ant, that I think it's something that you can kind of strengthen as a muscle, but you're never truly over the anxiety of talking publicly. Even this right now might feel slightly awkward.
It does indeed.
Especially when you're talking to a camera. That's a lot of people watching this at home won't necessarily see it from our perspective, but talking like together is helpful, but then when you've got this other participant, you guys in the room, it can sometimes make things awkward. And it's the same as well with public speaking in spaces where you're speaking with maybe 100 people or even like just 10 or 20 people can be quite daunting. Have you done any public speaking before?
No, not yet, Luke. If I'm entirely honest, even talking to a client can be challenging to myself. What about you?
I agree, and to be honest with you, every single conversation that I have, I still self-analyze if I said the right things and if I got the point across that I wanted to get across. I think the difference sometimes with speaking directly to clients is you can kind of make those, I call them like hiccups every now and again, where maybe you misspeak, etc. I'm still very impressed, by the way. So Ant is from Ukraine, and I would definitely say you speak far better than I do half the time. She writes very well as well, and we often joke about the complexities of the British language, which you yourself are like, why do we have 3 ways of saying pear or whatever it is, and other words that just sound the same and look the same but mean 3 or 4 or 5 different kind of things? Before we kind of delve into the public speaking bit a bit more, how did you find that? How did you find just learning the English language?
So now with an AI everywhere, it's so much easier for me because I used to have a full-time English tutor who I used to talk to after work, but at some point my brain just stopped processing that amount of information. So I switched to learning with AI. So what I literally do, I have my special chat, which knows exactly what I want. It knows that I want it to be British English rather than American. It's the first thing. Yes. And it was really interesting how I can see a word and it can be American. And then you, Luke, just correct me because you say like, can we please switch to British? Yeah. So my ChatGPT already knows that. And it also helps me to use like phrasal verbs, idioms, which is absolutely amazing. You can have your private ChatGPT thing in your pocket all the time.
You raise a really good point where, back in the day, learning would be either directly through a tutor, it would be maybe if you were modern going onto YouTube. YouTube's still a fantastic place to learn things. I pretty much learn most of what I do in some degree on YouTube. But then now with the introduction to AI, custom models, etc., where you can kind of get it to really know who you are, what you want to learn, and then it knows your strengths, knows your weaknesses, And you're right, when people learn English, and I have lots of American friends, so I'm nothing against the US, but it's a little gripe of mine that most people that learn English tend to get an American twang because they tend to learn from an American speaker. But sometimes you do want to learn the accent of the country that you're in as well.
Yes, exactly.
So I think that was a very forward-thinking, smart play of yours. Have you found that with like working as well, like being able to make GPTs understand what you want and what your client wants specifically for them, the way they sound, the way they look? Has that been helpful for you working?
Yeah, for sure. And it's so brilliant. And after the Brighton SEO, as you might know, unfortunately, Luke missed it
I
this year.
couldn't make it. I love Brighton SEO, so a shout out to anyone that was at Brighton SEO. And it was your first time. How did you find it? Did you get lots of free swag?
Amazing. And it's literally the thing that pushed me into the video recording. So I was there as a member of a team who should bring back lots of reels and backstage videos.
Yes.
So it was definitely another thing that pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Brilliant.
But it also helped us to increase our database, our knowledge base for ourselves. So what we currently have, we use that knowledge from Brighton SEO to help us read through field news, help us write our blog posts, because it's such an incredible knowledge base, and like you have everything in one place. So yeah, we use it quite often in our work, and we also use it for our clients as well.
And actually going back on kind of like using a custom GPT or just using a large language model to condense lots of information, I found it really useful, having not been there myself, to look at the custom GPT that you guys made, so that I could actually sieve through almost like a Wikipedia, but to get precise information. So when I used the custom GPT that and the team who built, I specifically searched for, give me the PPC updates, what's new, what's fresh, and I was able to then understand and obtain that information super, super quickly. Otherwise, I would have to have sieved through loads of notes and stuff like that. So, it's definitely revolutionizing how we're thinking and how we're, I guess, refining the information that we're receiving. One really interesting area that we're now delving a little bit more deeper into, and I do not try to say that I know this fully yet, but is agentic AI models and using agents to basically go ahead and do certain tasks, and groups of agents as well. So an agent is essentially an AI being, if you wish, that will do a particular task for you. And you could have maybe a couple of them doing one task, and then talking to another team of AI agents doing another. We've experimented with this recently, and we've been sitting down with what I would consider the head of our marketing department to be Matt, who's also the MD of Versantus. And he's taught me this really cool way of utilizing ChatGPT's codex to basically build out reports and present them in a quite modern, sophisticated way of having them on an online site for clients to see and understand what's currently doing well for them on their site, what's not doing so well. And it's just a unique, out there approach. And the fundamentals that I've learned from that can be applied to basically produce more audits or more kind of reviews in the future. So I won't overcomplicate it now, but it's kind of interesting. I think we'll explore that a little bit more. We've got another person walking through. In fact, it is the person that we just spoke about here. It is Matt. Matt, just dip into the camera real quick and just wave. Matt has got... But fascinating that I know AI is a big topic, and some people would almost say, well, I think most people now would say it's slightly saturated in conversation. But the truth of the matter is we're at that stage now where we can't really ignore it, and we don't want to necessarily push it aside. So we've been embracing it quite a lot, whilst still maintaining the fact that human intelligence alongside it is really important. So going back to public speaking, do you think that you see yourself doing a talk in the next, let's say, 6 months? Well, actually, I'll say next year in 2026, we're filming this now just almost at the end of 2025. Do you see yourself doing a public talk, let's say, between 20 and 100 people next year?
20 definitely sounds more realistic, but I would say yes rather than no.
What's the difference between 20 and 100 people?
It's like on your Instagram account, when you have likes from your close friends and family, you're in your comfort zone. When you start getting likes from random people who suddenly decide that they like what you post, it feels a bit weird. So I believe for me, 20 people audience is like close friends and family. I will obviously invite them all to support me, and it feels more comfortable than talking to a wider audience. So let's say 20 people for the next year sounds like a reasonable goal for me.
So to end things, is there any last remarks or any advice that you could give the audience here? I'm putting Ant on the spot here as well, by the way, because I've not practiced this.
So my favorite so far is there are two groups of people, and both of them are scared of something. And the only one difference is that the first group, they are scared, but at least they try and do something, and this definitely leads them somewhere. But the other group, they never try because they're too scared, and they just stay on their places without any development, without any movement. So I'd rather in the first group, who is constantly pushing myself out of that comfort zone, and this proves that we are moving towards our goal here, I believe.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's incredibly powerful. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully you'll see us again very soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.